Okay, ladies and gentlemen, will all the fighters who are fighting for a title on Saturday and their trainers please come on up to the stage? Don will be here very shortly. So all fighters who are fighting for a title and their trainers, please come on up to the stage. Probably sit. Don might stand up. So Don and Trevor Bryan will be here in just a few minutes, and then we'll get started as soon as they get here. All right, everyone, welcome to the press conference for the Fight for Freedom and Peace, brought to you by Don King Productions. The show is June 11th, this Saturday night at Casino Miami Highlight in Miami. We have a fantastic event for you. 8 fights, 6 titles on the line, including our main event, the WBA Heavyweight Championship of the World between Trevor Bryan, the defending undefeated WBA Heavyweight Champion, and the #1 contender, Daniel Dubois from Greenwich, London, UK. This is going to be a sensational event. Of the 16 fighters have a combined record of 201 wins, 32 losses, and 4 draws. So we have a lot of talent on display for you on Saturday night. Doors open at 3:30, first fight at 4 o'clock, and the main event, the WBA Heavyweight Championship, will be on at 6:30, so a little bit early night. The tickets are still available at Casino Miami, or you can watch the stream on donking.com or itube247.com. So that's donking.com or itube247.com to stream the entire event. We have, like I said, we have 8 fights, 6 titles, heavyweight championship on the line. And as you know, when Don King Production puts on an event, you get boxing royalty showing up. So just in this room, I can only imagine who we're going to see Saturday night, but in this room, I know we have Ray Boom Boom Mancini, former lightweight champion, is here. Nate Campbell earlier, former lightweight champion. See, there he is, there's Nate. Nate's going to be calling the fight on donking.com. And then we have one of the greatest fighters who ever lived, certainly one of the greatest in my lifetime, the former heavyweight champ, Larry Holmes, is here. Also in attendance, and he'll be supervising the title fights on Saturday night, the WBA's Chief of Staff, Gary Shaw, is here. And now I would like to bring up the man who is making all of this possible, the one, the only, Don King.
How'd you get up, man? Where your daddy at, man? Is he hiding? Yeah, I want to see him. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the final press conference before the Rumble on Saturday night. And I can look over there and I seen Gary. I says, somebody done hit him. They're trying to persuade him to do something wrong because they hit him on the head there. But Gary stood up, you know, he resisting. But you see that Larry got a big hickey up there on his head, you know what I mean? So they starting out with it, you know. But Gary, he stands firm. I am very pleased and very honored to be able to be here to have this press conference with all these great fighters that's going to take place here on Saturday night. And it's going to be a super event. It's the fight for freedom and peace. The fight for freedom and peace is dedicated this time to the brave and courageous members of the Ukraine, people of the Ukraine, that Russia has decided to invade and to declare war because of a bruised ego. Because this is really no war. This is a family feud that has turned into a tragedy of homicidal effects. And so the genocide and killing people every day. And just got a call from them last night. And they said they rebombed again Kyiv because the Klitschko brothers was going to try to be here to further getting support for their cause for fighting for freedom, independence, peace, sovereignty, and prosperity that they want. And they did it with Russia because it was the Soviet Union. And they lost more people. The Soviet Union had more casualties in World War II than any other country fighting for independence and freedom. And so now Vladimir Putin wants to restore the Soviet Union and in this day and age, and they have got a taste of independence and freedom, and they don't want to give it up. Nor should they, because that's an inalienable right that's given by God. So today is the Ukraine, tomorrow to be Sweden, whatever it's going to be, if we don't stop it. But take this in mind. If the world, the free world, don't find ways and means to persuade Vladimir Putin to stop this senseless and needless killing war, it will not be a new beginning. It'll be something that will evolve into a World War III. And a World War III in the nuclear age is very frightening because it takes less than a week, it can destroy the whole planet. And so therefore, we must come together some kind of way to persuade Russia to declare peace. And whatever they're talking about that they want, to figure out some kind of way to try to deal with it diplomatically, because if you don't, it's going to be one to the next one, to the next one, and next thing you know, you got a world war going on again, because all the threats are now running rampant, and they're using the nuclear threat to try to bring people's attention. But everybody that's smart has the attention, because a nuclear war is something that there's no winner. There's no winner in the nuclear exchange. So, saying that, we're going to dedicate this fight to that. So, I'm sitting over to my left here with Francis and Dubois. I say, up in arms, up in arms. The British are coming, the British are coming. In 1776, we were fighting the same thing in England. You know what I mean? They said he had no chance of winning because there was only 13 colonies and a guy named George Washington. And General Cornwallis had the empire of the British regime. And so it was, we were going from door to door just like they're doing in the UK right now. The people, they're making Molotov cocktails, doing whatever they could do. The citizens, fighting, to keep the English from taking over our country and taking away our independence and freedom. And so now here we go back again in from 1776 to 2022. And I read in the column where the eloquent and distinguished Dubois says, I'm going to devastate Trevor Bryan for making me wait so long. He needs to jump on Gary Shaw and the WBA. That's who made you wait so long. You know what I mean? So you're the wrong opponent. Yeah. So because the WBA, that was before Gary's got involved, was keeping us from fighting. If Trevor was to fight, then he didn't have no title. Trevor wanted to fight every day. You know what I mean? And twice on Saturdays. So now he couldn't fight. And they had a guy named Mahmoud Shah, who they kept in champions in recess. But he was more powerful in recess than the one that was incest. That's right there, right there, fighting like in the family within it. But the idea is the champion couldn't defend his title. And that was incorrect. So now I'm very happy to see Gary Shaw, but I see that beat him up a little bit. So if you need any help, man, don't hesitate to call. We'll fight with you because we know what you're up against, you know what I mean? So I'm just delighted. So what we're going to do is we're going to have all these guys that introduce themselves to you, and we're going to start out with this, with the British that are coming here. And just remember one thing, I don't know if you're familiar with this, Dubois, but Cornwallis was the general, you know what I mean? And so he was really attacking and knocking down trees and stuff and jumping on George Washington and overnight. But when George got through, Cornwallis surrendered. You know what I mean? And so we want to be able to deal with that, so you know what I mean? Because all that frustration and hate and anger, being denied the opportunity to be with your wife or your woman, whatever, and not being able to deal with what is real. I don't blame you for being angry. You know what I mean? And don't jump on Gary Shaw, you know what I mean? Jump on Junior, you know what I mean? Because Gary Shaw didn't have nothing to do with it, but it's the WBA that caused this type of frustration that you got. And so we want to make sure that everybody knows where we are, because we're going to have a rumble that is going to be second to none on Saturday night. And I'm looking forward to it with great anticipation, because they have absolutely counted America out, you know what I mean? My country, 'tis the sweet land of liberty. Here's the UK. Long live the Queen. The Queen had a 4-day celebration what they call it, a Queen Jamboree? Jubilee. Yeah. Well, I met her, years ago in the castle there. I had an opportunity and the honor to meet the Queen, but she was 70-year ruling, 70 years in power. That is tremendous, remarkable. Nobody's ever done that in history. So, but she's done a good job, and she sent me word, to be strong and defiant and don't forget, from where you come. So we are here now. We wish the Queen long life, long live the Queen, and with our guy here, with all those guys that were fighting, we're going to have a real good time, and whoever wins, we're going to grab each other and say good luck to you, So it ain't going to be like us. It's the only sport in the world where people beat you to a cinder, And then as the bell ring in the last round and the decision is given out, the other one grab the other one and hug him. Great fight, my man, No other sport does that, That's why I love boxing, because it's always there for a return engagement. And so we're going to have a real good time. And I'm going to say this because it's important that we say it. This young man sitting before me, the Eastern Assassin, they called him at that time, and his name is Larry Holmes. They made a big tin statue or something up there. They put up there, I don't know what it is, in Eastern Pennsylvania, honoring this man. But he's like a son to me. He's been a tremendous gladiator. He came in the wake, and not the wake, but in the ilk of a guy named Muhammad Ali. So he really got the credit that he richly deserved, because a guy named Muhammad Ali, who was my first fighter, was there. And he, the noise that he was making, because they suspended him for 4 years, and at the height of his career. So no one can ever say just how good he would have been had he been able to continue at the height, because when he came back, he reclaimed the glory of yesterday, and he went out there and he did it. But this young man, he is a master of the jab. We knew that Dubois was coming in here, and we know Francis here, George, he going to be able to be what he going to do. So I called for Larry Holmes to help, So Larry Holmes was the Crispus Attucks, And so he is really here, to check things out, to see what's going on with that powerful jab that Trevor has. So without further ado, I'm going to let you know what we're going to have right here, right now, is an opportunity for you to meet and greet the challenger. He's a handsome devil, they say, but he's rough. He's rough and he's tough. So I want you all to meet the UK dynamite guy. Come on up here, Dubois. And you come on so you can talk about your fight. Tell him, introduce yourself to America, man. We've been here before, but you ain't never been here this ilk of time, All right, so lay yourself out, man. Tell them all about you, what you gonna do. Take that devastation back on.
Oh, 100%. I'm ready to rumble, I'm out here to make myself, my family, and my country proud. So, this is what I've been waiting for, and I can't wait for it. I'm going to have to go through Trevor and, take that belt back with me on the plane. So, let's go.
Okay, come on. You want to say something, man? You've been doing all that stuff behind my back. Now come on out there and talk in front of me. Lay it on me, baby.
I just want to say it's a pleasure to be here in Miami with Daniel and the team, and a big thank you to Don King and his all his great staff, and for making us feel so welcome and putting on a great event. Daniel's been waiting for this for a long time, as we've just talked about, and the WBA. We got around to getting this fight on Saturday, and respect Trevor tremendously as a world champion. But Daniel's here to do the business, and fully confident that we'll be going home with the new WBA heavyweight world champion on Saturday. Just want to say a big thank you to the British press contingent as well for coming out and giving us your full support. So thank you very much.
Oh, this thing's so humble and so nice and so eloquent, But they're all throughout the world, There's just nobody knows Trevor, And Dubois says, I'm destroying him, Because he did everything that is anti-Dubois, and I don't like it, and I'm going to demonstrate that to him when I see him, And it's taking all I can do to restrain myself to even be here contained with this press conference because I want to get it, but I know I won't get paid if I do that. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing that's keeping me from jumping on him right now. You know what I mean? So we'll see. On this side over here is the dream. Your man has the dream, and that's what America's all about, is the dream. You know what I mean? One man is invisible, but liberty and justice for all. You know what I mean? We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men and women are created equal. You know, endowed by the Creator with certain inalienable rights, among these which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And so, therefore, this dream for this young man, and he's undefeated, and his dream has been to be the world champion. But he never was considered for the guys that, like Josh, the one that only lost that he suffered, and with Tyson Fury, you know what I mean? And now, you know, who's guy? Wilder, all of the guys that were great, that were the big paydays would come, they didn't consider him. But after this fight, you didn't know who Trevor was before the fight, but you damn sure would know who he is after. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So this is America, man. This is America, you know what I mean? And Trevor's an American, and no one's going to be proud of him. If you can't hear him, he'll say it a little louder. So the dream is here, and the dream team is here. So they're ready to be able to go out here and teach everybody what America truly stands for. You know what I mean? And that means freedom, peace, and independence, sovereignty, and prosperity. You know what I mean? So we have worked very hard for that. Seemingly we're going backwards now, but however, we won't get into that because our borders are open. There ain't no such thing as a border law no more. So anybody can come, you know what I mean? And that means all the cartels and the drugs and everything else that can come across the border can come across the border. And it ain't good for us, but right now we are talking about a fight here in the Pali in Miami here, which is a good friend of mine. People say, why did you come to this place? Why did you do this? Because they ain't got the room, they got friendship and we got loyalty. His name is Phil Ruffin. And Phil Ruffin is a longtime good friend. And his wife was Miss Ukraine. You know what I mean? So she's from Ukraine, and she's seeing her hometown being toppled like it is. It's been very, very disheartening. And that's why we chose to come here. And he's in the process of restructuring the building, you know what I mean? But he put it there for our disposal so we could be able to use it. So I want to bring up now the dream. The man who is yesterday's nobody, who comes tomorrow somebody. He won the championship, and he's ready, and it took Shaw 2 times trying to get to America when he couldn't get in because they didn't allow him in because he was from Syria, I think, or somewhere. They ended up finally taking away the recognition, and Frank Warren, in his own inimitable style, he sneaked in, you know what I mean, when they had to I went to sleep. You know, you don't get nothing from a sleep but a dream. And I had the, what they call it, interim championship. In the interim championship, when I was going for the heavyweight championship, I should have had my blocks in place where I would go with the interim championship too. But I didn't wait, and Frank sneaked through the door right quickly, you know what I mean? And there he was, and then he started to, blasting, I got to have my fight. And he filled up this man with anger and anticipation and hate. He's just ready to do anything now. And the only thing that's holding him back is the money. You know what I mean? So we got it, but that's okay. We take all that. We take all that embarrassment and humiliation. Frank just turned 70, a month ago. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give him a birthday present, because I love Frank. And so, but he's over there now with he's, huh? Yes, well, it would be, we was in trouble. You don't know a secret, but one day, me and Frank will tell it to you. You know what I mean? Because things were really rough back in them days, when you're fighting, so we'll talk about that. But right now, I want you all to meet and greet a young man who has a dream and has fulfilled that dream so far, and now he's got the task before him with a great, great challenger, a great guy, a great fighter, and he got 16 KOs. Nobody goes past a round or two, with him, you know what I mean? And so he is now, he's already counted Trevor out, so we ain't got to worry about that part. All we got to do is just pass the belt on, Gary. You ain't got to go through a whole lot of rigmarole, you know what I mean? Just give it to him, because he already done took everything, you know what I mean? And I'm holding up on the money. That's the only thing he can't get. So that's why he's going through this here repertoire, you know what I mean? But let me bring up this young man here, the WBA heavyweight champion of the world, Trevor the Dream Bryan. Come on, Trevor. Talk to him, Trevor.
Hello, 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 everybody. Hey, listen, this is who I am. This is Trevor Bryan. You see this face right here? Here for a long time. I'm going to be here for a long time. First of all, I want to thank you guys as well for coming all the way across the pond to get this ass whooping. Don King, thank you, brother, that you set all this up, BT Sports and all the medias out there and all that, and my team as well. I'm going to bring all my team up in a second, but let me just say a couple quick things. You see my face again. This is Trevor Bryan. You guys don't know who Trevor Bryan is. This is who I am, the WBA heavyweight champion. I'm here to stay. Now, again, this fight is called what? Freedom and Peace?
Freedom and peace.
Freedom and peace. Before you have freedom and peace, you got to have war. And that's what we're going to have on June 11th. It's going to be a war. You think, I don't know, the guy thinking that I'm nobody, like, I'm just here for nothing. Like, I'm just 22 and 0 and I'm nobody, you're just going to walk through me, right? That's not what's going to happen, brother. I'm telling you right now. So I hope that you're ready, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a hard night for you. Now, listen, also, too, I got a gift for you, too. You're not going to go across the sea, back across the pond with nothing. I got something for you. I'm going to give you that on the weigh-ins. But again, like I said, I'm Trevor Bryan, the Dream. I'm going to be this guy, Nightmare, June 11th. Let me bring up my coach, Stacey McKinley, and tell me how my camp was going. Come on, Stacey, come up here.
Come on, Stacy. Come on, Stacy. Tell us what time it is, Stacy.
I don't know if I can match that, but he's telling you the truth. He's telling you the truth. We train very hard. We've been in training for 8 weeks in Las Vegas. We got out of Florida, and we've been working in Mount Charleston and working at Bones Adams Gym. I had top sparring partners. I had 2 strength and conditioning coach. I had what they call that boy, the hypnotist. We had Dr. Lennon Moe. We got everything. So we put out all the stops on this because we understand that this is very serious. And Trevor has, a lot of people don't realize that Trevor has tried to fight most of those guys. They turn us down. Big Baby, Brazil, all of those guys that turn us down. It's not like we've been ducking and dodging. You know, we call them out, they won't fight. So now, I commend Dubois for coming over here across this water. And it's going to be a good fight. I studied all his fights. I watched him. I know his trainers. I know everything about him. So we're gonna take him out in deep water and drown him. That's what we're going to do. Send him back across the water to Frank Warren. And that's what's going to happen. So everybody come on out, and I appreciate Don King. And Larry Holmes came out and took a look at Trevor training and gave a report to Don and said, look, this guy's doing a hell of a job, so what you need to do is give Stacey a raise. Don't forget that. And so I ain't forget that, Larry. Thanks, Larry. Yeah. But anyway, come on out, because it's going to be a hell of a heavyweight night. So Trevor Bryan will be right here, and we're going to be right here, and everybody coming out. Thank you.
Oh, I ain't done yet. Y'all gonna see my face, man. God damn it. Y'all gonna see my face, man. Let me bring out one more person, too, as well. Messiah, come on, please. Come up here, brother. Come talk to these people real quick. Just tell them what we got going on.
I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you guys for coming over. I want to say one thing. Trevor's like an old bike with no seat. He gonna get in your ass.
Hey, at the end of the day, everybody think all the youth. Listen, also as well, tell you UCAN fans, I'm going to be opening up membership for them to come on and hop on this team when I get done with this ass whooping, okay? Because tell them to come on. They ain't know Trevor Bryan. They're going to know Trevor Bryan after this fight. You understand what I'm saying? So tell them to come on. Tell them to come on, because hey, listen, I'm even going to waive the membership fee, too, so they can come for free. You know what I'm saying? So tell them, hey, June 11th, make sure y'all get there early, because it's going to be a hard and it's going to be a bad night, all right? Hey, again, I'm going to be this good nightmare. It's the Dream. Peace.
This is exciting. This is provocatively beautiful. You know what I mean? I'm seeing something now. Y'all have never heard Trevor talk like this. You know what I mean? This is something from an invisible man. You know what I mean? Because they didn't see him. You know what I mean? But they will see him and feel him. And so now, how do we want to do this? where's the John Mociones there, that we can put these guys to do the film with these guys, David, right now with the two heavyweights, and so move them out so we can introduce the other guys, you know? Yeah, I wanna do a photograph, you know? Yeah, with the two heavyweights, you know what I mean? And y'all be nice, you know what I mean? Y'all be nice, you know what I mean? I know how difficult it is for you being in such close proximity, you know what I mean? But do the best you can, you know what I mean? To be nice, you know what I mean? All right, come on up here, Dubois and Trevor. Yeah, let's pose for the people. The tickets are still available. You can get your tickets so you can be able to deal with it. So we have no problem with how they want to do this here. And be friends afterwards. You know what I mean? No. Yeah, it won't have to be a turkey shoot.
Yeah, we gonna smile. I'm gonna smile and talk shit. No. How about beat your ass? Yes, no, Chad, smile. Cheese in your face. I'm laugh and I'm giggle. Come to this. Let's go, Chad. Man, I want this guy to come out swinging. Like he's doing those fights. I want you to come out just like that. Just like that. I can't wait.
We're gonna finish that out.
That shit ain't fixed yet. That shit ain't hell. You think that shit hell? That shit ain't hell. You gonna see it. You gonna see it. You gonna see it. No, you gonna see it. You gonna see it. You gonna see it. I'm gonna get you right back on your knees where you belong. That's exactly where you going back. Right now, right?
Look forward. Okay, right here.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's smile. Smile, the boys. So they can see your face before. Go ahead, smile.
You think we can do a face-to-face?
Come on, let's do it face to face.
Can we do that?
Okay. He's a nice guy right here. Let's go.
That boy scared. Yeah.
This is great. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. This is really wonderful.
Shit myself? Nah. You know what? I talk shit because I'm from New York. We know how to talk shit. We know how to talk shit and back it up. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Straight amateur. He gonna come like this. That's what he gonna come out and do. That's what you think? You just start boxing. You just started boxing.
Bring it on.
You just started boxing. Just started boxing.
Okay, y'all sit down now.
I'm stomping your ass. Don't worry. I'm from Auburn Hill, never ran, never will. Hard to kill. You understand what I'm saying? Hard to kill, baby. Hard to kill. You understand? It's coming to you. This is right here, baby. I got something for you. He ain't going back with this. He gonna go back with something, though. He gonna go back with something. That shit ain't going back over there. Not long. How long? Not long. Won't be long now, champ. It won't be long now. All right, now. It won't be long now. I know you fought against a lot of nice guys, right? Don't worry, it won't be long now. I got a present for you guys to go back with. I really do. I got a present for you. I'm gonna give it to you guys on the 10th. You know why? You know what happened? I thought you came back against a fat boy, right? Yeah, don't worry. I got something good for you, baby. I got something for you. Larry Holmes been there the whole time working with me, too. God damn it. Yeah, he said, I don't need to do
Damn, what y'all feeding? What y'all feeding, brother? What you tell Larry to tell this man? Unbelievable.
For you.
Yeah. All I gotta do is back it up, boy.
They see me now. I know Trevor Bryan face now. So after this, I beat this boy ass, this little kid. Send him back over to the pond and go lick his wounds. They're gonna say, God damn, that's Trevor Bryan right there. That's the first time we see him. We can't wait to see him again. Hey, staying right here, baby.
Let's go, Chad.
Not long.
Yes, damn, Holmes. God damn. I tell you, this is it's so exciting because one of the mayor of Mangonia Park called me this morning, and with all of the killing of children in the schoolhouse, and these mass murderers and racist murderer in Buffalo at the tops, shooting 13 people, 11 of them being black, and killing 10 people. It's he wanted to bring the school kids with their parents, if they want to bring them without their parents, with their parents' permission, here. So he's decided with my okay. I said, if you can do that, I say, I will take care of them all. I will pay for them and pay the expenses and whatever. So he's going to bring 300 school kids, whatever, 10, 11, 12, 13, going, getting ready to go into life, to get an opportunity to see one of the greatest heavyweight title fights in history, which that's what this is going to be, because they done set a fire under it now, and they can't back up. You know what I mean? So they got to keep going with all this talking they done did. Just like you got to support it, and same thing with Dubois, because he said he's going to devastate him, but he was just working at the wrong one. He should have grabbed Julio Tim or somebody and jumped in their ass, because they the one that did all that blocking, but he didn't know that now. So I'm just letting him know he had the wrong opponent. But now he's got the right opponent, and they're going to rumble. But the mayor is William Albury, and William Albury is going to do something else. When he mentioned that about the kids and they know who he is, we'll have a section where the kids will be at this fight for safety and freedom, independence, and peace, not coming with hostility and anger, but love and kindness, not hating and bitterness. And so we're going to have all the children will be coming in, and the school buses will bring them down to Miami on Saturday so they can come and see the fight, and then take them back after they leave the fight. But I told the mayor he didn't have to bear no expense. I would take care of that, because I thought that was a genuinely fantastic idea. And then he said it without knowing that this was going to happen. When the kids see him, they say that's Trevor Bryan. But that's what we must have. We got to have something that will bring people out for peace and make things, be good for everybody. So that's what we want to thank Mayor William Albury. He's the mayor of Mangonia Park, and so, but he's going to reach out and get all the people, the children that will come in and be at this fight. So we got a super winner right there, starting right out there, because the children will see what's going on, and they'll learn how to live life like life is, ups and downs, take the bitter with the sweet. You know what I mean? You got to deal with what cards you've been dealt. And so this is where we are. So this was a great, great, great thing for the heavyweights. And now we got the NBA, NABA, Gold Heavyweight Championship, from the Mack truck, to the Louisiana fishermen, from the fishing boat to the White House. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have another heavyweight fight here. And so to get started with that one, we're gonna have the man who manages this fight. He passed on a couple weeks ago. Is Les Banana. And Les Banana was my dear friend, and he'd been around boxing a good while. But he left this young man named Jonathan Guidry with us. And Jonathan Guidry dedicated this fight to Les Banana. And so this fight has got a lot of intrinsic details that's going to make everybody feel good, because we're going to have a super sensational card. So now we're going to bring Jonathan Guidry up here to talk about his fight that he had with Trevor Bryan, and the one that he's going to have with Mack Truck, which is Dakota Scott, which is undefeated. So we want to make everybody understand what you got, the background to these fights. With a never say die attitude, that means you're going to be able to win, and win big when you do it. So we want to be able to let you meet and greet as you did before, but this time he's on a new plateau, going for a heavyweight champion gold of the NABA. And they've been preaching to me, telling me to watch Gary, because you're getting these fights, and these fights are supposed to put you into a position to get into the world rankings, and you're going to be tricked. Now they're going to try to poison me against Gary. So, but I'm so used to it. I'm immune to it, Larry. He doesn't change. You know what I mean? And boy, he hates a dead thing. I will not become a tomb. That's what Kahil Gibran said. And so we're going to deal with that now. But let me right now bring up Jonathan Guidry. Come on, Jonathan. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it from New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans. That's banana.
Like I said, we thank y'all for the opportunity to be back to fight again for another title. My promoter passed away. We're gonna fight for this fight for him, and take that belt back to Louisiana.
Oh, Jesus. That's great. That's great. Now, where's the Mack truck at? Yeah, come on, Mack truck. The Mack truck, boy. This Mack truck is a monster. This guy Scott. There you go. What's going on, baby? Hey, champ, baby.
How you doing? My name is Dakari Mack Truck Scott, 7-0. It ain't take me long to get to this stage. I've been grinding, I've been working. I'm sorry for your loss, but that belt is gonna stay with me, man. It's what I do. You know, you're gonna be, if y'all thought last fight was good, I was 3-day notice. I had a camp this time, came down to some weight, I'm ready to go. And it's statement season. It's gonna be another person in the road, just like that.
That's what freedom and independence is, you know what I mean? And you're going to fight the war to get the peace, you know what I mean? Because these guys, none of these guys they ain't tied tongue, you know what I mean? So we want to be able to deal with what is real, you know, and in doing so, we're going to really have a sensational time here. I have many people have called me, and they all wanted to be able to bring in and get to sing the national anthem, but we got a young star here, a beautiful lady from Cleveland, and her name is Tina Farmer, you know what I mean? And so she's sitting right here. Stand up, Tina, you know what I mean? She's going to sing the national anthem, you know, for this fight. And I talked to the Ukraine last night. They sending me all kind of messages, you know what I mean, through my agent, and that was there. When I was there, we had the Ukraine fighter, and I've been there several times, and they are fighting for freedom as the new champ, Usyk. Usyk gave up the title, put it in recess, to go back and join the army to fight for his country and his loved ones and his people and his family. And so he proved to be not only a great fighter, but he proved to be, you know, a patriot, a great patriot. And so they themselves in the war effort is persuading him to come back in and to deal with the rematch with this guy, Josh. So we'll see how that works out. But this man gave it all up, no matter how much money could be made, and he had made a few million, and he was living in London. He could have, you know, deserted, or defected, or whatever they call it, but he didn't do that. You know what I mean? And so that's why I just wanted to make certain that with all of the calls I'm getting about the national anthem, you know what I mean? But we want the old soldiers never die. You know, I mean, they just fade away. But so I got Tina because she is with us and been with us, and so she should be able to sing that national anthem like never before. And I'm gonna have they tell me that my daughter's there, at Deborah, you know, she's working very hard now and dedicatedly and committedly to get. She had found someone that's gonna sing. What is it? Long live the Queen. What? Long live the Queen. Yeah, well, the Queen is strong. You know what I mean? She's been reigning for 70 years. You know what I mean? And so long live the Queen. But she's going to sing that, and I'm looking now. I got the people over there in the Ukraine. They are now sending around messages over in America for someone to sing the Ukrainian national anthem. And so it's going to be a night of glory, dedication, and commitment, and fighting for freedom, something that you take for granted, but it ain't granted. You don't have it. You got to fight for it. You got to live for it, and if need be, die for it. So this is what we have going on with that. So with the with Tina coming in to sing the national anthem for America, and with the one that's going to sing for the Queen, and now we got to find one that will sing for the Ukrainian. And so if not, we will play the Ukrainian thing there. And we're going to give Les Bonanno a 10-bell count, honoring him as a great boxing contributor, a great boxing man, and leaving his fighter here, knowing that he wasn't going to be here. He said, I want this man to go in there so he can take on Brother Scott, which you just heard, and say he's going to try to take Scott out. So he dedicated the fight to Les Bonanno, you know what I mean? So, you know, we have to deal with it to see if he can really pull it off and say, victory, victory, hear my cry, V-I-C-T-O-R-Y. You know what I mean? So, but the back truck said, you ain't stopping what they call me the Mack truck, because I take up the whole highway. You know what I mean? Ain't no byway, I was on the highway. You know what I mean? So we're going to see. This is going to be another war that's going to be taking place here for the NABA Gold. And so this is going to be a super sensational evening of boxing. And so we've got them all fired up now, and I want to be able to let's do a photograph with come on, Scott, and Let's do a thing on there. Get the cameras and let's do these guys, because this is history in the making. What we're doing out here for the Miami thing is history in the making. You know, this is going to be one heck of a show. Where's Tony Gonzalez? Is Tony Gonzalez in here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Louisiana against Georgia. Yeah, Louisiana against Georgia. Yes, Lord Price. Lordy, Miss Wallace. Yes, Lord Price there. This is another thing, but Lord Price is the one who is one of my dear friends. He's left. But he was the harbinger to rock and roll, you know, and Mr. Stagger Lee, and God, I want to get married or whatever. I got to get married, and so he did his thing, and it was really great, you know, when Lloyd was here and he made his mark, and he come out of New Orleans and Louisiana. So we got a terrific show. Now we are moving on. We are moving on for fight for freedom and peace. You know, and we have a note, a paper that we wrote that y'all should have is John Carr. Did the people get that paper? The reporters get the papers that they should have that for what we wrote for Ukraine, because I think Zelensky is just terrific. Freedom or death. You know, so he emulated and imitated a guy that I knew from yesteryear. Say, well, as for what course others may take, I know not. But as for me, give me liberty or give me death. You know what I mean? And so this Zelensky has been tremendous. And so he's a wartime president, and he's keeping the country united, and they're working tenaciously, fighting tenaciously, and with literally fighting for their lives. But he ain't giving up, he ain't giving in, and he can't quit. And he say victory will be ours. And so the world needs to help him because he's against a super power, you know what I mean? And with Russia being right there, and both of them is just like the two Klitschko boys. The Klitschko boys' mother is Russian, and their father is Ukrainian. So they're right there, you know what I mean? So this war is one of the most senseless and needless war you ever seen. It's just because of ego, he felt that the Ukraine should have surrendered just like Afghanistan did and went to the Taliban. He figured this was the time because he felt that we had some weak leadership here. And this was the time for him to be able to deal with it, and nobody would balk. If President Donald Trump had still been president, you would not have had no Ukraine war. You would not have no Ukraine war, because Vladimir Putin would not have stepped across the line against Trump, because they both were, you know, narcissistic or whatever they call it, you know what I mean? And they don't back up, you know what I mean? One is as crazy as the other. So, you know what I mean? You don't mess around with that, you know what I mean? So that's what we got going, and so we are seeing the difference between a Trump administration and a Biden administration. And what we see, it ain't good with the inflation and deflation and all of the different things that's taking place out here in our world today. But we are here to settle a lot of them, you know, in our mind mentally. At the June 11th Rumble right here in the Miami Highlight, where you're going to see some great fights, you know what I mean? And I'm telling you, the both of them is talking and making it believable, because I have to tremble when I get between them, you know what I mean? Because I'm worried, you know what I mean? Because, you know, at the 90, I don't want to get one of them right hands or left hook, you know, looking for somebody else and getting me, you know what I mean? Because I ain't young like Gary. I can't take them hickeys, you know what I mean? Just stand up and make it happen. But this has been a great situation. So now we got the two heavyweight matches that's out. Now we get to what's his name? Jonathan. Oh, Johnny Langston. He's been there a long time. Jonathan, this is for the cruiserweight. The champ is Johnny Langston, and he's taking on Isaiah Thompson. All right, so let's get Jonathan and Elias. Let's go. Come on, Thompson, you the challenger, because he's the thing. Let's come on, we'll get Thompson up here and say what he got to say about the young man that he's going to take on for the cruiserweight champion. Is he here? Yeah, come on, man. All right, is that? All right, my man. Don't hesitate, you know what I mean? Just going out there and give it all, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. How y'all doing today? Hey, my name is Isaiah Knight Thompson. Yes, I'm going to be the challenger, and I don't really have too much to say. You know, I'm just ready to go in there and show y'all what I got going on, whatever. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I'm bringing the belt home. That's all I got to say.
All right, there. That's a whole lot there, man. That's great. Okay. All right, come on up here, champ. Where's the champ at? Langston, baby, boy. Everybody is saying the right thing, boy. Hey, champ, what's going on, my man?
I don't know.
All right, then tell us about it, you know. Tell us what time it is. What time is it?
Right now, man, I'm gonna tell you what time it is. I'm glad to be here. I hear what he talking about, but I don't think that belt going here. That belt come back with me. You know, this camp has been all right for me, but I had some hard times. You know, just going through it in camp, and you know, I'm letting all that show come Saturday. Like I said, I hear him. I don't think I came all this far for nothing. And it's been my lifelong dream to be a champion. So I think that's what we're gonna keep that belt. We're gonna keep that belt.
Okay, y'all got to get a photograph here. Come on, you don't need to go on down there. And we had to quit moving this thing because that young lady keeps out to moving this thing here so that and the men ain't doing nothing to help us. You know what I mean? Just leave this thing alone. You know what I mean? And just get them what they can do without that, because I'm gonna get them trying to rush it on. You know, come on where y'all can get this show on the road. This is for the anxiety. This is for everybody to know what time it is here. And this fight is for Christy Martin. Christy Martin has got, she bought Jonathan Langston there. Christy Martin, as you know, is a tough hitter. She got the champion and got the belt. And I mean, she took a bullet like I did. She took a bullet and a knife, and she still survived. You know what I mean? So Christy Martin is a fighting young lady. You know what I mean? Face to face. Isaiah Thompson, yes, and Langston.
Oh, you know, though.
Don't get too close. Huh?
Okay, here you go. Okay.
Okay, thank you guys. They're gonna be long, Langston. It's Saturday night. How long? Not long. Wow. Wow, man. Woo. Yeah, but Christy Martin, she ain't here. She gonna be here for the fight, but because she gonna be put in the Hall of Fame, and she was with me from the beginning, and me and Christy got along well, and then her husband, he thought he gonna get a big payday, and he went for the boogie jive that they tell him to, and so he wanted to leave, and she said I'm gonna get in trouble. She said for telling you. She said, because I don't want to go, but you know, I got to do what he said. All right, so he did it, and they left, but they never got paid. So that was one up. Next thing I know, he's going to knock her off for whatever reason. He's going to knock her off, you know what I mean? So he shoots her, you know what I mean? She survived that, then he stabs her, you know what I mean? So she's a real fireball, because when you look at me, you're looking at bullets, dynamites, and bombs. You know what I mean? It didn't hit on me, but the Lord Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, has kept me here. You know what I mean? So Christy Martin is trying to follow my footsteps. You know what I mean? And so Christy Martin now, she's terrific, but she's a spokesman now for domestic violence. You know, and she's a great spokesperson. And but she'll be here, and then she's gonna fly back out and be inducted into the Hall of Fame, International Hall of Fame, in New York. And so that's another one. So that was really great to see the different stories that can be molded around these people that are fighting on Saturday night. Okay, so now we removed the Langston, and now this is a young man. I've seen him on the elevator, and even the elevator was trembling. You know what I mean? I said, "Damn, who's he?" He said, "I'm Trayson Wiggins." Yo, wow. You know, and so he's the champion for the welterweight title. You know what I mean? And Travis Costello, yes. So Travis, come on, Travis. Oh, Travis got a following. Travis got a following. Oh, yes, Costello. Muy bien, gracias. Up to him, my man.
How's everybody doing today?
Yes.
All right, thank you for being here. As you heard, I'm Travis. I just want to say I trained hard. I put 100% in for this fight. I want to thank my dad, which is my trainer, because without him I wouldn't be boxing. I want to thank my mom, because without her I wouldn't be half as good as I am, because she always pushes me. I want to thank my wife and kids for showing me true love. I want to thank Don King for giving me this opportunity. I want to thank you to my opponent, because without him there'd be no fight. Thank you.
Costello, muy bien, gracias, apoyo. Woo! They rolling, baby. They rolling, man. If they do a tenth of what they're doing here, it's going to be some kind of, what they call in the ghetto SKD, something kind of different. You know what I mean? And so it's going to be something. Now, come on up here with the challenge, the champion. Ooh, Trayson, baby. Trayson. Yeah. Wiggle, baby. Yeah.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? My name's Trevor Wiggins, and I'm just happy to be here, man. I work hard, and last time you guys was good on the show, but I think I stole the show, and Trevor looked good today, you know. He looked good, but I think I'm gonna steal the show again. And shout out to my opponent. It's gonna be a good night, man. Thank y'all. Thank you, Doc.
All right, hold on there, man. Let's get a shot, y'all. Come on up here, Costello. Mucho gracias por su apoyo. Te quiero mucho. Pueblo. Yeah. Yes. The family. I love this man with the family thing, but Trayson said, hey, ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. Yes. All right, guys. Look at the camera there. Costello, baby. All right, face to face. Okay, guys. Yes, y'all ready, boy. Woo. Welterweight title. The welterweight title. That's where they're going to really rumble it. Oh, man. All right, now. I was hoping that I see Tony Gonzalez around here somewhere, you know. Huh? Down here, hey, quadruple. Hey, god damn, I need, yeah, you know, yeah. Cause you can 4 ways at one time, you know what I mean? Yeah, cause you know what, y'all gotta have a signed contract. You know what, still ain't got no signed contract now. And so you better get well. That's why I'm looking for your daddy. You know what I mean? Because his word is better than the contract, but not that way. Not these other people don't believe that. They want to see it in right. You know what I mean? So I don't want nothing to happen. And that's why I want to see Tony to find out whether it's there, because it took it right to the rope. Right to the ropes, you know what I mean? Yeah, right to the ropes. You know, and when you got to talk out the wild quadruple, you know, I think I need your help, you know. Okay, so we got Trayson and they did their picture too, so didn't they? And so now we're going with Ahmed. Ahmed is from Egypt, and it's a tremendous thing. He wanted the people in Egypt to see the fight, and they're now discussing that. You know, they haven't come to a conclusion yet, because the television network, we will talk about that and would see. But right now, we ain't worried about the television network. Ahmed is here to try to win the title. And so this is a light heavyweight title. So we got Ahmed, you know, and he'll be here, and he's taking on, in fact, he's taking on a Tony Slider. You know, where's the guy with that? Yeah. Huh? Yeah, well, Ahmed, you know, El Biali, and he's taking on Durbin Colina. All right. So, well, we got to wait to do But y'all better find out what time it is. Okay, Durban, Kalina, where you at? Via, what is it, via Australia? What? Okay, Kalina. All right, my man. Mucho gusto, señor. Très bien. Yeah.
Bueno, primero que nada, agradecido con Dios y con Don King Promotion por la oportunidad. Y bueno, listo para la batalla que se viene. Listo y preparado ya.
First and foremost, thank you to God and thank you to Don King Productions for putting this event up and ready for battle and ready for whatever's to come.
Aprovecho de mandar un saludo a mi pueblo, a Venezuela, a mi estado Zulia y a la Concepción, municipio de Ciudad Rosada. Muchas gracias.
I take this opportunity to say hello to my city and to my country, Venezuela, and to everybody over there, and to continue fighting.
Okay, come on, Ahmed. Where's Ahmed? Come on now, don't go nowhere. Hold it, don't go nowhere. We're gonna move on here, because this is it, man. This is the final press conference. Okay, here's Ahmed now. All right, give it to him, baby.
Hi, pleasure to meet you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Thank God for the opportunity. Thank God for Don King for making this all happen. And yeah, there's gonna be a good show. We're here to entertain. We're here to put on a good fight. Unfortunately, there might be blood, so it's good. And knockouts, and that's what we train for, and that's what we do. So thank you guys all for coming out. Really, this is a huge opportunity for myself individually, and I have to showcase, and we have to showcase, and we got to put on a show. So let's do it. I'm a little nervous, so let's do it.
Okay, hold on. Let's go to the pyramids. Come on over here. Come on over here, Colina. Yeah, this is the pyramids of Egypt, baby. And the pyramids, yes. 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 Let's go. Yes, yes. Alrighty then. Yes, yes. Venezuela. Egypt. Yes. Boy, we were rolling. Okay, now we got coming up with the middleweight championship for the Continental America's middleweight title, and so we got what is this? Anthony Link. Anthony Link, where you at, Anthony Link? Yeah, bring on, come on up here, you know what I mean? And you got Ian Green, so we just stand on the side, Ian, be ready for it. I'm gonna see what Anthony Link gonna say about you. Yes. Yes, sir.
Just want to thank Don King and everyone at Don King Productions for the opportunity. In life, you only get a few opportunities, but in life, you go through good, the bad, the ugly times. Last time I was on this podium, I just had COVID. It was a really bad camp, really bad opportunity, and everything surrounding it was just bad. Tonight, my fight, as a fighter, we go through the good, the bad, the ugly. This opportunity came back around. That's why I'm here to stay. I'm here to showcase who I am. Thank you.
Okay, hold on now, I'm going nowhere. All right, let me tell you, here's a fighter that went the distance on a fight where a guy was 8 pounds over, and being a nice and gentle guy, you know, Gary didn't want to say nothing about it, but Michael Moore, was 8 pounds over, so he fought a hell of a fight, you know what I mean, but it didn't count. So by him going the distance with it, you know what I mean, and we felt that he deserved another chance because we announced 4 pounds over, but it was actually 8. And he stayed there, so now he got another opportunity. That's the one thing about Gary, he give you the fair plate, you know what I mean, and you understand what time it is, because it was like a fight that wasn't in existence. That's why he couldn't win, because when you're overweight, you have to vacate the title if you win, and if you lose, then he could have either been the champion. However, so he's here now, and he's got another opportunity to get that title. So now Ian Green stands in the way. Ian, where you at, Ian? Alrighty. Alrighty, Ian. Come, baby.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? First and foremost, I want to thank God. I want to thank Don King for the opportunity. I want to thank my trainers, Dwight, terrific. There's not much to say, man. All the hard work is done. I'm ready to go in there and do what I got to do. And I want to thank Anthony for taking the fight. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all Saturday.
Okay, hold on. Come on, guys. Y'all got to get a picture. And Tony Gonzalez just walked in. Oh, man, I was worried about you, Tony. I said, what if we got a contract? Dubois is mad, man. He don't want nobody messing around while he don't sign no contract and he don't get no fight. You know, George here, I said, well, couldn't wonder. I said, I was scared. And Tony hadn't showed up, you know what I mean? And I didn't know what was going on. Do we have a signed contract? Yes, we do. Oh, man, you really got to fight, Dubois. You really got to fight. Long time coming, but you got to fight now. It's real. Yeah, it's real. You got a signed contract. All right, come on, guys. You got to take a photograph here because Tony just walked in, you know what I mean? And so we're going to do it now. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Yeah, get on over here, young. There you go. Got it? Okay, all right, guys. See y'all on Saturday. Let's get ready to rumble. You know, so now, that's the title fights, I believe. Yeah, that's the title fights. Now we got some 4-round fights. We don't have to do no whole lot of things that are turnaround fights. But that's Raynell Medeiros. Where's Raynell? You know, just come up with Raynell and what's the other one? Ryan Wilson.
With the TV talent.
Ryan Wilson.
Look at their
This
sheet
is
of paper and make sure
flip
they're
around
in the
box here in case you know one of
office, which is the Key West room, upon their signed time.
Huh? Come on, man. This is okay, which one you? Radio? Yeah, you're Madeiros, huh? Yeah.
Hola, saludos para todos. Mi nombre es Rainer Medero. Primeramente que todo, muy agradecido por la oportunidad que me dio Don King por pertenecer a esta promotora. Va a ser mi primera pelea junto a él, así que voy a dar lo mejor de mí. Agradecido con todas las personas, agradecido también con mi entrenador. Y nada, voy a dar lo mejor de mí y esperen una buena clase de lo que es el boxeo. Gracias.
First and foremost, thank you very much for the opportunity, Don King and Don King Productions, to be able to participate in this event and to be able to put up an incredible event for the viewers and for the audience. And very grateful for my people and for my country. Thank you.
Ryan Wilson. Where's Ryan Wilson? Huh? Oh, he's riding? Yeah, okay, well, he just missed it. That's okay, man. You can go in there. You got your guy didn't show up. You know, he's scared. Everything is good. Everything is good. Get him there. So we got him there. So we're gonna make it. This is the card for you. Hey, thank you, man. If this is the card that shows up, we're gonna have freedom and peace. Freedom and peace. All right, he got a picture. You know what I mean? That's all he got. Cause Al Bernani said the other guy is riding. Yeah, come and get him, David. You know what I mean? He showed up. The other guy's speculation. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know. I understand. You know, because ain't nobody too big and nobody too small on my promotion. We all fight and we all get recognition and we're going to all put on a show that'll be second to none. And I'm looking forward to it with great anticipation. And so I think that we have here a great card here and we're fighting for freedom and peace and we're honoring the brave and courageous Ukrainian people. And we got to be able to deal with what is real because this is a senseless and needless war that's going on. And they just rebombed Kyiv again a couple of days ago. And so that prevented the Klitschko brothers from being here with us today. And but we're going to continue to carry the bloodstained banner and to keep fighting. John Carr, did you give all the reporters the paper? Thank you very much, you know what I mean? That's my grandson, John Carr, you know what I mean? So he's learning, you know, you've got to be tenacious and steadfast and relentless in the thing that you do, you know, because it don't go no other way. So we want to make it. And I got Kenny Miller here, you know, he come in with a guy, or what is it is, 1111, you know what I mean? You know, so whatever it is, we got 1111 that signed up, and we're going to see what 11 and 11 do to generate income to make this thing what it should be, the greatest promotion ever. Going out there with it, and this is going to be a super attraction. And so Dan Raphael did a Zoom yesterday, and he was telling me about the time when I put on 8 world title fights on one card. And we had Mike Marley was working with us then. Mike Marley, he just passed too, you know, a couple months ago. And so we're the ones that are here, we're steadfast and tenacious, and we're working hard to make this show what the people want. And so I had the OJs. The OJs is the one that really been with me. They gave us 3 national anthems for boxing, you know, and so you can put it with life. You know, money, 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 money. You know, women that sell their body, you know, do anything for money, like that. And then he says the other one is smile in your face, and all the time they want to take your place, the backstabber. So people would be sitting right there and stab you in the back, you know what I mean, and ask you how you're doing, and pulling the rug on you all at the same time, you know what I mean. And then the other one is give the people what they want. And that's what I do, give the people what they want, not about all this stuff about getting a fee and what the people are going to give you from the network, you know, and you don't care about the fighter. The fighter got to realize the dirt road from which he comes, and that he and his family, it means more than anything else. And so when he wins fame, acclaim, and affluence, he got to be able to deal giving something back to the community from whence he comes. And so this is what we do. We teach manhood. You know, loyalty and credibility in your word means more than money. That's what reliability stands for. Say what you mean and mean what you say. You know what I mean? And deal with it. So I'm very happy to have all of you here today. It's been a long time going with the show, but the people will get what they want. An exciting evening of boxing, you know what I mean, for a great cause. And I feel so relieved now that Tony come in with a contract, because I don't know what would happen. Dubois had tear this whole room up. You know, made him work this hard, and he found out that his only enemy is the one that come from home. Not the stranger, the one that come from home. They had the broken pencil, you know what I mean? They couldn't get the pencil to sign. We keep resharpening the pencil, but it keep breaking, you know what I mean? So I feel so relieved. You don't know how relieved I am. Boy, I'm telling you, Dubois, you know what I mean? But eventually you end up with me anyway, you know what I mean? So I just smile, you know what I mean? I ain't saying nothing, you don't let nobody know, but you know, eventually, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I'm gonna take you with us, you know what I mean? Because your daddy's still hiding, you know what I mean? So we'll see what's happening, you know. Yeah, we'll see what's happening, you know what I mean? But you're a hard worker, at least you're here, so I can utilize your help, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay? All right, okay, everybody, all the fighters get a picture. All the fighters get a picture. This has been a great press conference.
Well, hang on, fighters. We still have some questions from the press. So if you can just sit tight for a second. Also, boxers, there's a piece of paper in front of you with the time that you need to report to the Don King office for your meeting with TV talent. So make sure you report to the Don King office. Yeah, but only the fighters will report to the Don King office at that time. Stick around because we have some questions from the press.
Okay. So in demand is taking our fight too. They said they want to do it at first, but now they take it. And BT, both of them done signed. So I feel so relieved now being close proximity to Dubois, and now that they done signed this contract. So boy, this is going to be a super duper thing. All the fighters, let's get up and have a family affair. Yes. We are family. All the fighters and me. I'm so happy. Oh, Charlie D, baby. Yes, sir. We down. Yeah, man. It's history in the making. History in the making. Good job. Can't stop us now. Yeah, ain't no stopping us now. We don't know.
Right now. Hey, Dubois. What did the man say to the mic when he got his tail cut off? It won't be long now. Yeah! It won't be long now. It won't be long.
Come on, Larry. Get up here. Come on up here. The boss is talking.
All right, boxers, stick around for some questions from the media. Also, I want to point out we have another member of boxing royalty here with us, one of the greatest fighters from Ireland who ever lived, Hall of Famer, former featherweight champion, Barry McGuigan is here. He looks like he could go 15 rounds today. All right, so we're going to take some questions from the media. Where's Teddy? Are there any members of the media with a question? Please raise your hand. All right. Well, thank you all for being here. We will see you Saturday night.